Hey everybody, I'm back. It's Lisa, and today I'm going to do a quick little tutorial on how I color my hair. I know it looks horrible right now, but it has to be a little bit dirty for the color to take well, and I'm going to just go ahead and get into it. So what I like to use is L'Oreal's Hicolor Highlights, and I chose to go with Magenta. I'm sorry if the wording is backwards. I cannot figure out the camera on my tablet to make it show the proper way. But anyways, so I've got pretty long hair, and so in order to get enough color, because these are just really short tubes, which L'Oreal used to make them a lot bigger. This one is 1.2 ounces of color, and it used to be, I believe, 2.4 ounces of color. So they drastically went down. It's still the same price. I bought this at Sally's. I have to use 3 boxes most of the time. I may be able to get away with just 2 boxes because my hair's, kind of thinning out. It doesn't look thin because it's been up in a bun. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. And with this color, it does require a decent developer. I went with Salon Care 30. It's the 30 volume. The cool thing about this particular color is that you don't have to bleach your hair out in order to get the color that you want. It's specifically made for dark hair. So it's just one process, and that's all there is to it. So for each one of these, let's see. Sorry, but so I have to measure out 2.4 ounces of developer in order to get this to work. So I have this little handy dandy measuring cup that I bought at Sally's for 99 cents, and it does it in milliliters and ounces, so I should be able to get specifically the amount that I need. I always use a plastic bowl, never use a metal bowl when you're going to be coloring your hair, because it will affect the color if you put the color and developer into a metal bowl. So always get a plastic bowl. You don't have to buy one, but these are only like, I think, $1 at Sally's. So anyways, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to open it up and puncture it. It's a real pretty, since it's magenta, it's going to be kind of a pinkish red, but I just squirt it into the bowl. And it really comes out looking like a real pretty dark red, but I don't think it kind of looks pinkish red on my hair. Okay, so I got that one completely squeezed out. Put it back into the box. The color costs somewhere in the ballpark of about $6.99 to $7.49. I can't quite remember. I've already got my hair parted. So I'm going to do two of these first to see if I have enough. And puncture that. Bleach out my hair in order to get the color that I want, which is pretty cool. They have other reds. They have like a hot red or a red hot, true red, different ones, but I really like this one. And they're usually they're sold out. They rarely carry enough of it, and so when I go in to buy it, it's usually I've only got like 1 or 2 on there, and this time they had like 6 of them, so I was like, sweet, good deal. So I've got the color in the bowl. I know it looks like red worms, Ew. Or it looks like something else, which is kind of gross. But anyways, so I had to rinse this out because it had dust all in it. Anyways, so I'm going to measure out. So it says to do 2.4 ounces per every tube. So that's going to put me at 4.8 ounces for 2 things of color. This only goes up to 4 ounces. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of eyeball it, and since it's a 2.4, I'm going to do 2 and up to, looks like the first line on this one. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, if it's going to show up very well, but yeah, I don't think it's going to show. Anyways, most of the time I eyeball it anyway, and I'm using the, hold on one second, there we go. Let's just go up a little bit. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty good. Okay. I'll pour it in. Although I'm one of those people that eventually just starts using the gloves and works it all the way in. So I'm going to stir it up. You can see, ooh, I spilled some developer. That's not good. I'm going to have to pour a little bit more in. I'm just going to eyeball. That should be about good enough what I lost. But anyways, I'm stirring it. Oh my gosh, doesn't even say on here. Anyways, this doesn't wash out. A little bit darker from the last time that I colored it, and I colored it with the Pravana, and of course it, you know, has faded out a lot, and you can see the blonde because I did have to lighten my hair a little bit in order to get the color, you know, to actually pop, because my hair is like a dark mousy brown. And of course my hair looks fried. I cut it by myself probably 2.5 months ago. I followed a YouTube tutorial, which was really cool, showing how to do it. Although it ended up giving me these layers in my hair, which I really didn't want because I had been growing my hair out just straight across. And now, you know, it looks, you know, layered. It's just graduated down. But that's okay. It'll grow, and eventually I'll be able to afford to go get it cut by somebody properly. But anyways, so I've got it all about stirred up. And as you can see, it's a real pretty red. It's really contrasted with the purple. But it's gorgeous. But, I mean, it looks darker to me on the screen than in person. This looks more like a really bright Ronald McDonald red. But, I don't know. We'll get it on and may have to open up that third box. So, we'll see. All right. So, sectioned it all. I sectioned it down the middle because when you have to do it by yourself, it's a whole different ball game. And And we're going to get started. And I may fast forward through this because, of course, it takes a really long time. But anyways, I get a decent amount of product onto my brush, which there's already a hair attached. That's great. Let's not be attached. Would be awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Okay, got that off. It's probably still attached to the brush. Anyways, so what I do is I start here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through here and get to the root. I know it says, you know, don't color at the root. Don't take it all the way to the scalp, but I do anyways. I don't care. Okay. Make sure you get enough right on the front. I know that a lot of times people won't get enough color right at the front of their hair because they don't want to hit the hairline. This stuff comes off pretty easy, washes off pretty fast. And so, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to try to go towards the back of the head, the crown, I guess is what you call it. I don't know. I'm not a hairdresser. But, anyways, okay. So I've got it coated pretty good. So what I do is I take the little, the sharp end, and I will take a section of maybe about almost a half of an inch, and I will split the hair, bring it over, okay, put just a little bit of product on it, okay, and then split again, bring it over, and as you kind of smush it down to the other side, it kind of pushes the product up so it gets underneath, you know, and if you see any spots that look like need a little product, you just swipe the brush over. Okay, this side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color and I'm going to go pretty much to my ear. And I'll just kind of brush it on, kind of work it down a little bit, because these brushes, of course, are hard plastic bristles, and if you lose a lot of hair like I do, every time I wash it, and I go to sleep, when I wear it in a ponytail or a bun, when I take it down, always a glob of hair comes with it. It's so irritating. And I don't know if it's because it's an age thing and because I'm getting older and I'm 45 and, you know, I don't know. So, okay. I really hope that this is actually picking up sound. Let me move. Because I may be blocking the microphone. I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. If not, I'll try. Then, of course, it wants to stick to your hands. But I think I got it flicked off. I don't know. But, the reason for doing the sectioning the way I did it is so that I can go back through those sections and I can just pull my hair back over, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to get behind the ear. And try not to get it all over my ear, but I'm never successful at that. I never cannot get my ears. I mean, I guess that is the other benefit of getting your hair done at a salon, is that they don't get color all over you. Okay, well, I can feel that wetness there on the behind my ear, so I must have got a pretty good glob of it back there. Let's try to brush some of that out and go under, because like I said, I'm at the ear now. And I still have quite a bit of product, so that's cool. I'm getting about halfway, well, maybe a third of the way from the root to the bottom of my hair when I'm doing each section. It's weird because I can feel the dry hair back there where I haven't gotten any color. But we'll have to get that when I go back through to do the back. So, okay, I feel like I may have, oh, no, I still have some dark brown there. Okay, make sure I get that covered really good. Okay, so now that I've got that done, now I can take and I can go back through and kind of pull the sections that I sectioned off so my hair doesn't become a ratted, tangled mess. There we go. And I kind of pull it through towards the ends, not too much because you don't want that to process faster than, of course, because it will, because it's so blonde or, you know, so lightened, it will process a lot quicker, a lot more, it's more porous hair than this fresh virgin hair up here. So this takes a little bit longer to process. And it usually takes me, I leave it in my hair for about, I don't know, 30 to 35 minutes. Most hair color is, you know, 25 minutes to 30 minutes. You know, and the truth of the matter is developer stops working after so long. So it's not really going to hurt if I leave it in a little bit longer. So I usually get busy doing other things while I'm waiting for it to color. Okay, so we've got one top side of the hair done. And I don't know, it's really showing up on the camera very well that it's really bright, but it is a really dark red. I'm just going to kind of coat over the top with it. Just bring it on down and get through some of these tangles. Try not to be rough with your hair when you're doing this. Breakage is never good. And I know a lot of people say, well, I got tough hair, you know, I've got a tough head, I can handle it. It doesn't, just because you can handle being pulled, doesn't mean it should be. And because you're just creating damage to your hair. I love watching Guy Tang do his videos on here. He is such a master, and every time comes out flawless, beautiful, gorgeous. I just wish I could afford to have him do my hair. That would be awesome. try to do a little bun thing, and, you know, it's pretty cool. Just get it smished down. I know they say you're probably supposed to leave it, you know, a little loose and stuff like that, but I don't got time for all that business. I'm just trying to use up all the color that I can. I still have a little bit left in here, so I'm just going to kind of go over the back real good, kind of get in there, and rub it into all those extra areas. And let's just take it and go over the crown a little bit more. Really coat it well. Grab the brush, last bit of product. Just kind of go back over the front one more time. And get by the ears. Those seem to be the ones that wipe away the quickest. And maybe just a little bit more. Right by the ear. Got it on my ear, darn it. Gonna be a goopy little spot right on my ear. Okay, I wiped it away pretty good. And I'm gonna have this halo of red around my forehead, but that's alright, it'll all come off when I wash it. Ooh, I like that dew. Not really. Okay, all done. Smish it back. I've got this big old pile on top of my head. Now, I'm going to let it set for about 30 to 35 minutes. It's already been on for probably 3 to 4 minutes. And then we'll come back and rinse it. And then I'll blow dry it and show you guys what it looks like. So, be back. And I forgot to add that I usually wear a bag on my head. So, I got myself a handy dandy Target bag. I am going to put the bullseye towards the back, not towards the front, because this stuff comes off onto your skin. And I've seen too many YouTube videos where they've had the bag imprint on their hair. So, when they're coloring it. So, I couldn't find a regular plain white bag, which kind of sucks. But I didn't want to use a Walmart shopping bag because it's got blue print on it. So, or blue ink. So red should be okay since I'm doing red. So I'm going to put that on real quick. Do the rest of the process. Okay. Okay. So I've finished. I washed my hair. I did use shampoo and conditioner to wash it out. There is like a toss-up between colorists on whether you should actually use shampoo or just use like a really good heavy conditioner after you color. But to me, it kind of helps get some of the residue that will eventually like bleed off onto my sheets, into my clothes. So it kind of helps that to keep it from happening. So what I've done is I've used this product right here, which is keratin protein, and it does have argan oil in it. And it is free of sulfates and parabens, which is what causes your hair to lose the color quicker, causes it to fade. So I've used that, and then of course I've used the conditioner, and I've used quite a bit of this. You know, when I do wash my hair, this is what I use for now. I will switch up and go with something different as long as it's sulfate and paraben free. And And this is a smoothing conditioner. So since my hair is pretty fried from coloring it and the sun damage and not getting it cut on a regular basis, this does help smooth it down some. Doesn't do it all the way, but I'm going to go ahead, and I did have one box left over. I'm going to use 2 for my hair, but I don't have, I have very thin hair, but I have a lot of it, and 2 boxes did do the trick. So I've got another one for next time. And I've dried it, or not dried it, but I've kind of towel dried it and got all of the color out. And of course I only left the conditioner in for about a minute. I didn't leave it in for 2. Normally when you color your hair with like box color, they tell you to leave the conditioner in your hair for 2 to 3 minutes. I never do that. I don't really see the benefit in it because I always end up putting like an oil on top of my hair after I dry it to help, you know, smooth down the cuticles. So, and I use pretty much whatever is available to me at like Walgreens or someplace like that. But anyway, so my hair is pretty red. No more fading color. It's really not showing really how pink it is. You know, even if it is for 5 minutes, so people can see just how long my hair really is. So I'm going to take the brush and go through it. Another cool trick, if you get tangles in your hair a lot with long hair, don't use the brush like this, you know, if you haven't got the tangles out. If you've got tangles, I had a hairdresser show me a really cool trick, and she said to turn the brush like this, okay, and take it and then just pull down that way, and it actually does work. Gets the tangles out. Okay, and I never and since I always love a bargain, I went to Ulta and I wanted to get out, or I wanted to get a blowout spray, and I wanted something that would give me some volume. So if I do wear it down, it's not just, you know, straight flat to the head. I know that, you know, that can be a pretty look, but since my hair is so thin, I want it to look fuller. I want it to look thicker. So, I got these 2 products, and I guess Ulta is no longer going to carry them, but, and of course it's backwards words, like poo wold, but it's blow up. And what you do is, it's a concentrate, so you don't have to use a whole lot. It was originally $21. I don't know if you can see that, but it was on sale for $4.97 because I guess they're getting rid of the product. I don't really care. I'm really not a product, I don't know, a product guru. I don't just like, you know, oh my God. I don't care. If it does what it says it's going to do, then I'm going to buy it. If it's on sale, even more so. There are some things that I do spend money on that I think is worth it to spend the money on it. But there are so many different products out there for people to use and try that I'm not going to spend 20, 40 bucks on some spray that I'm not going to use constantly. So the cheaper the better. So anyways, this is, you are supposed to use this when you blow dry your hair. Take the little nozzle off, and you're supposed to direct it at the roots where you want your lift. And I have used this once before, and it did give me a boost, but it is almost like hairspray, I guess you would say, because it's real like sticky and makes it stiff. So this time I'm just going to spray some on my fingers like this, and I'm just going to kind of go through where I want the lift. And it has, I don't know, it has a nice smell, but it definitely has an alcohol smell, which is not good for colored hair either. But since I'm going to do something kind of fun tonight, I want to do my hair, I'm going to actually put effort into it. I don't know, if we ride the bike, I'm going to throw it up in a ponytail anyways, but I can always take it down when I'm at the VFW and wear it down for a little bit, depending on how hot it is in there. So I'm just going to get right through here. Just kind of go like that. I really like the color. I think it turned out really well looking at it on camera. It just kind of reminds me of that Jessica Rabbit red, which I love. But like I said, that deep blood red is really what I would love to have. I just can't find a color that does it. And I don't know if I'd have to like mix like a purple with it to make it and give it that color. I don't know. Comment down below if you know. Okay. And the thing about coloring hair too, that I think is, and it's just temporary, but your hair looks really healthy after you do it, after you color it. And I'm going to rinse that off my fingers. Okay. And then the next product that I bought, which I haven't tried yet, is the blowpro Ready Set Blow. And this one was $21, and I got it for $4.97 as well. So anyways, it accelerates the blow dry time without alcohol. So most of your blow dry sprays that help speed up the blow dry time do contain alcohol in them, and of course that's the drying agent, so it's going to help dry it even faster. But it's not healthy for your hair. So this is, it says it plumps the hair for faster, fuller styles, and you apply to your hands and rake through towel-dried hair with fingertips. And for shorter hair, you want to use a dime size, medium length hair about a nickel, and for longer hair like mine, you want to use about a quarter size. So I'm going to put about, that much. I'm going to massage it through my fingers, work the product like I'm a professional. And then I'm just going to kind of rake it through my hair. And rake it through this side. I don't know. Looks kind of like a something about Mary kind of moment. Okay, and I'm just running it through my hair. And as I'm doing that, more hair is coming out. Okay, I think I've got it raked through pretty good. The ends don't really need it because, as you can see, they're already drying. take a moment to say how good this wing is. This wing is awesome. And of course, I'm sweating like crazy. It's just like, I do not look this dewy. It's not natural. Okay. Putting that product in does make my hair feel a little stiff, but I'm brushing it, and so it's starting to soften up some. Looks like I did miss a little spot through there in the back, but that's okay. It'll dry, and plus it's probably because I'm sweating. But I have so much sweat. I have to wipe it off. I'm so sorry. Okay. Not to mention my blood pressure's up a little bit. For you young people, you probably don't have to worry about that. Anytime I do anything that it causes, I have to exert myself in any way, my blood pressure goes up. Because if I want to, I can just take the curling iron, or I can blast it with the hairdryer again, and it'll curl a little bit. But I've seen people talking about diet and losing weight and stuff. A lot of people are doing the keto diet. Yeah, that looks nice. But you can see frayed hairs everywhere. Because I don't take care of my hair like I really should. I don't wash it very often during the week, you know, once or twice a week. And boy, it looks kind of, the ends look really choppy. And they've recommended to not do it. So, okay, so my hair is looks great. I love the color. It's a real pretty red. Like I said, it's magenta. And it's really not picking up the pink tone in it, but it looks good. I like it. And I'm perspiring everywhere. Anyways, but yeah, so that's my video for coloring, self-coloring at home. If you like this video, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button and like it, and subscribe, become a member of my tribe, and we talk about all kinds of things. And feel free to share if you would like to. Don't forget, comment down below. Are you watching the fight tonight, the McGregor-Mayweather fight? If you color your own hair at home, what tips and tricks do you have? Would love to hear them, and I do respond to my comments. So anyways, I do hope you guys have an awesome weekend. And I may come back on Monday and give a review of the fight. Again, if you would like to use any of the products that I used, you can pick them. You can pick this color up at Sally's. Again, it's L'Oreal Hicolor Highlights for dark hair only. This only works for dark hair, does not work for blonde hair. It's not going to come out the same. So do not use this if you have light colored hair. And again, at Ulta, if you like the blowpro, this is the lift to help lift up the hair, give it more volume. I don't know if you have one in your city, but I know that they're putting it on sale because I guess they're getting rid of it. And if you want a bargain, this is pretty cool. And of course, this stuff right here, the blowpro Ready Set Blow, excellent. Great deal for $5, not bad, to get a quick blow dry without the alcohol and the drying effects. Again, I think they're just not going to be selling this product anymore, but it's probably something you could find on Amazon. If I do find it on Amazon, I may put the link down.